teacher Norie. Do you want a story? That's great. I have story, what could it be? I have story, come and let's see. I have story, what could it be? Come and join with me. Are you ready? Okay, our story for today is called The 100-Knot Bamboo. Let's start. Once upon a time, in one village, there lived a rich landlord. He hired a young, strong, but poor man to do farm work for him. The landlord used all kinds of tricks to make his servant work without pay. One day, he called his servant and promised him, "If you work hard for 3 years, I would allow you to marry my daughter." The poor servant was very innocent, so he believed the landlord's promise. He worked day and night for the landlord, and his hard work helped the landlord become richer and richer. 3 years passed, but the landlord didn't let the poor man to marry his daughter. Instead, he secretly forced his daughter to marry a rich man. One day, the landlord tricked his servant again. He called the servant and told him, "My son, if you work hard during the last few weeks, I will let my daughter marry you. Now go to the forest, find 100-knot bamboo tree to make chopsticks for the wedding feast." The servant went to the forest and cut off several bamboo trees. He carefully counted the number of knots on each tree, but he couldn't find any 100-knot bamboo tree. He was very sad. He sat down and began to cry. Suddenly, the Buddha appeared and asked, "Why are you crying?" The poor man told him his story courteously. After that, the Buddha said, "Go and cut 100 knots of bamboo. Put them in a row and say, 'Stick together,' and you'll have 100-knot bamboo." The poor man happily went, find 100 knots of bamboo, and brought them back. Buddha pointed at the bamboo knots on the ground and then told the poor man to say, stick together 3 times. 100 knots immediately stick together to make a bamboo tree with 100 knots. Buddha told the poor man, "The bamboo is too long for you to carry home. Say, separate 3 times. The bamboo knots will come apart. Tie the knots out and bring them back." When getting home, the poor man saw people celebrating feast cheerfully, and he realized he had been tricked by the landlord. The poor man puts the bamboo nuts in yard and asks the landlord to receive them. The landlord laughed and shouted, "I asked you to find 100-knot bamboo tree, not 100 knots of bamboo." The poor man didn't answer, but he whispered, stick together 3 times. Then bamboo nuts immediately stick together and turn into a bamboo tree. When seeing the bamboo tree, the landlord was very shocked. So he came over and laid his finger on the tree. The poor man said, stick together again, and the landlord stuck to the bamboo. When other wealthy man came to rescue the landlord, the poor man said, stick together, and they also stuck on the bamboo. The landlord begged the servant to release him and promised to let marry his daughter and not to trick him anymore. Then the poor man said, separate 3 times. The wealthy men were immediately separated from the bamboo. The poor farmer got married to the landlord's daughters, and they lived happily ever after the end. Do you like our story for today? So what lesson did you learn? Yes, that's right. The honest people enjoyed happiness, but the evil people punished because they're greedy. So don't be like that. Okay, if you like our story, please like and share these videos, and I will come back soon. Thank you and goodbye everyone.